Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Four Compadres. This is our first video podcast, and we hope to bring you some good information about entertainment and technology and things that are going on in our local area, Atlanta and most of Georgia. My name is Larry Fleming, and we have Ryan.
And Joe.
And behind the scenes, Julio is back there making sure that we look and sound good. Yes.
That's going to be a lot of effort. I want to get passionately into this Ghostbusters. It comes out tomorrow. I think they had their LA premiere. Everybody had their dresses and suits. I'm really disappointed in it from what I've seen from the trailers. I'm not sexist. It's an all-female cast. I'm not really excited about that. The actors are okay. Melissa McCarthy, Kate McKinnon, Leslie Jones. Is that the right? Yeah. And what was the fourth? And Kristen Wiig. There you go. I had a brain fart. I'm not going to spend my money on it. Let me just say that. It sounds kind of vindictive, mean. But I guess the director, Paul Feig, I don't know say his name. I'm butchering his last name. He's pro equality. He's all right guy. He's not. I don't hate him, but I don't really appreciate what he did with the Ghostbusters. It seemed like you said, Larry, they rushed it out. It's kind of commercial. It's cheesy. The old Ghostbusters had some serious threats in it. Serious ghosts to be scared of. It had had its humor parts, but from seeing this trailer of the new one, it just looks like total bad humor.
What, do you think it was necessary for them to replace the entire cast with women?
I'm not against it. I'm not a fan that they switched it to all women. I even came up with my own male cast. I had Chris Pratt, Zach Galifianakis, Jay Baruchel, and Anthony Mackie as my four guys to play.
That would be cool. Yeah.
And then you can make Melissa McCarthy their secretary. You should keep her in the movie. And of course, now that sounds like I'm like, oh, get rid of all the women. No, it's an old movie. It's a male fan base, and to switch it up like that, real like flip flop the sexes, no.
Yeah, it wasn't necessary. If you really want to put women in the films, make a new film, feature them.
Yeah.
But don't take one that's already out there and established and just completely replace everybody. For one, you've got a storyline that's already out there, images in our mind, and then you replace them with women. We've got to reestablish all that, and that's really hard to do. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty daring for them to try that. So I hope they make it because I support the film industry, but I don't have my hopes up on this one. We'll find out this weekend.
I won't find out anything. I didn't even know they were doing this, so until recently. So I'm not. I was so young when the first movies came out. I remember seeing them, but as a writer, I can definitely agree with what you're saying. Like, there's a storyline already in place, and I wonder if they'll give background on how these four became the Ghostbusters, or will it be like the Fantastic Four, where it just got rushed out and stuff like that. And nowadays, with so many movies coming out, I don't think you need to rush anything out.
They ruined that remake of the Fantastic Four. Oh,
ruined is not even the word. If I called Batman vs Superman crap, the Fantastic Four is like when you're on the toilet and you just take this hawk dump and you just can't flush it down the toilet because it's that bad. That's what Fantastic Four is.
It was another movie that felt rushed to be put out there.
It was very rushed.
Well, Marvel has been playing the lead for all this time, and everyone was trying to play catch up, and they're rushing out there for all this, and instead of making sure that it's good. I support Marvel. I'm in Marvel films. I like what they do, and I'm a supporter even of from the comic book era. Yeah. And I'm also a fan of DC Comics, so there's no reason. They got good material.
You can still be a supporter, but I don't know if it's the directors or the writers that put the stuff. They get good actors to play these roles for superheroes, but I don't know if the writing's put together well or if they rush stuff, because you go out and see it and you're like, oh, did I go to the theater to see this? Oh.
Could it be the studios though? I mean, because at the end of the day, aren't they the ones controlling everything? I mean, you guys would know better than me.
Well, it's not so much the studios; it's the people putting up the money.
Yeah, the funding.
There's so much going on out there. Yeah. Well, why do you think we have so many remakes? Yeah. It's like this worked before. I don't want to try something new.
Creativity.
Let's just do it again, and that's kind of what this is. This is Ghostbusters worked the first time. Mm-hmm. Let's just put in women cast and see if it'll work again. Let's not create something new. And that's where the bean counters are basically running.
If they would have connected it with like, oh, they're the daughters or the nieces or some kind of relative. Okay, you can piece it together. You could even call it Ghostbusters 3, the new beginning. But sometimes you gamble with that when you do new beginnings.
Most remakes or continuation films don't make it. Marvel is setting records right now with their films because they're making as much or more than the first one in the series. We're looking at what Civil War is making right now. It is just amazing. I mean, it's called Spider-Man. Not Spider-Man. Captain America: Civil War, but he's really got a minor role.
Yeah, it's not really. I think they probably should have called that one
Black Panther,
Winter Soldier, and the second one they should have called The Fall of Shield.
Yeah, and the good thing about it is we get to see our new Spider-Man, which they're filming right now in the Atlanta area. They're filming Homecoming. And we're going to see him some more. And I've been in that. I can't tell you about it.
No.
But obviously. I can tell you that what I've been in looks and sounds great. So I definitely would want to see what I've been in.
Like you said, I believe Tom Holland's the lead role in that, and he's actually obviously probably speaks with American accent, but he's from England, and they got a lot of these English actors out here, and I guess they're pretty good at good acting.
In real life, he looks the part. So it's great. They really cast him well. And they've got him and his stunt double. I got to see them running around last week. This is going to be great. I was not a big fan of some of the earlier Spider-Man movies. The original one was good.
Tobey Maguire? Yeah. The Spider-Man 1 and 2 he did with Sam Raimi, I believe, did that one. Yeah. Those were good. The third one, it kind of fell off.
Yeah, you lose the support, and you've already had people introduced to something, and you've got to keep the interest up. It's always hard to try to make that. That's what I'm saying. Most films drop off as they keep making sequels. But right now, Marvel, with what they're doing...
It's almost like when you make a lot of money. It loses its value. You have to be consistent. You have to have good writing, good acting. Your stunt work needs to be crisp. Your CGI doesn't need to be Michael Bay-esque. Which let me add, he's kind of ruined Transformers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know if you guys agree with me on that one.
I have not seen the second one. I refuse to see it just because I am a huge fan of that. I definitely grew up on that. That's actually, my mom always, anything she gets me for my birthday is always Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I grew up with them too.
I decided to, for my sake only, if I know I'm not going to like something already, I just don't watch it.
Yeah, that's the way to get back at a product, is not putting your money into it. And a lot of people, they won't group together and not put their money into something. But, if you really don't like it, don't put your money into it.
And wait long enough and it'll be out on Netflix or something.
Yeah, or
and
Redbox.
Won't cost you anything.
Yeah, Redbox has got most of my money.
But it goes to what you guys said off air as well. Nowadays, the movie industry kind of makes mistakes because once the movie comes out, 2 days later, literally it's up for pre-order on wherever. So it's just one of those things where you don't have to spend that much money, and I'm pretty sure most people have like PS4 accounts or whatever. They can probably get it for free if they want to, I'm sure. But I decided not to because like I said, the first Transformers to me was good. Then I went to see the second Transformer, and I can't forget this. I'll never forget this. Megan Fox is running through the desert in white pants, and they're not dirty. I said, there's no way I can watch this.
Yeah. I will say that, the first Transformers, I'll give Michael Bay that one. He did a good job with that one. And then the second one, third one, thumbs down. And then the fourth, what was the fourth one? The Dinobots? Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Was that the one with Wahlberg in?
Yeah, Then a lot of directors think that Mark Wahlberg can carry certain movies. He's all right in some movies, but he's not my cup of tea actor. I don't know how you guys feel about his roles and stuff that he does.
Well, I think he's fine as an actor, but you've got to give an actor something to work with.
Yeah, that's true too.
And a lot of them they put in there just to have a name, but there's nothing else. You got to have a good storyline. And for these series where you're building on the previous ones, you've got to do better than the first one. It's like an athlete who's competing and they've won Wimbledon, you know. The next year it's harder for them to win it because they've already won it. You set these big goals out there for yourself to do this, and then once you achieve it, it's hard to regenerate that same feeling about it. And the film industry is the same. You've got to come up with something better, and money rules.
Getting back to like that point with Spider-Man, when they came out with the Andrew Garfield one, you know, I sit there and I watched it and I was like, this isn't really better than the Tobey Maguire one. This is actually kind of cheesy, and maybe it was more comic booky. I know.
It was definitely more from the comic storyline.
Yeah.
That was part of the problem because they made Spider-Man go from. They tried to make him more mature, but he seemed like a little whining baby.
Yeah.
In that series.
Well, that's one of the things that I don't like about a lot of these superheroes. They end up with the Harry Potter syndrome of, I've got these magical powers, but I'm not worthy, I'm not capable, I can't do anything, I'm just going to sit here and whine about the fact that I've got these. You know, after you've vanquished your first 20 heroes or monsters out there or villains, you should have some confidence by that time that you can go out and do it again. But they end up with the same whininess, and I don't like that.
Yeah. The romance too is in the movies. Some of like the Marvel does an okay job with it. DC, let me take a shot at Julio's DC universe here. They do a terrible job with on screen chemistry between the relationships. You know, Superman, Lois Lane. I'm sitting there, you know, 1 minute he's talking to her, the next minute he's kissing her. I'm like, okay, I guess they're a thing now. Where's the in between story? I'm probably gonna get grilled later for this one.
I agree.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, he agrees on that one.
It doesn't work in real life. You got to give me some believability.
Yeah,
I can believe
like,
a guy jumping over
yeah.
a building, but a guy kissing a girl after 5 minutes, I can't believe that.
You know, because women, not taking the shots at women again, but women are complicated beasts. You know, I'm gonna get reamed for that one.
Mail.
Yeah, I get hate mail for that one. I know. I've been married for 5 years, 6 years in November. So you know, it's got to be. You know, you can't just like obviously there's a physical attraction, but there's got to be like, you know, why does she like him so much? I mean, he's Superman, so. You know, it's gonna happen. It's just, you know, okay, where's the story behind this? It's just like Zack Snyder just cut it out or something.
Well, I mean, they may be a lot more story because when they filmed this, they filmed 3 times as much footage or more than what you need. Not just different angles, but a lot of it. And then in post, they have to cut it down. And they have to fit that time frame.
Yeah, that's right. They do have to edit.
I mean, I'm on the floor in many films.
Same
where
here.
my scene
Same
got
here. It's that Shakespeare background. That's what gets us cut.
But we're getting our wrap signal from our lead control panel over here. So I want to thank you for this first episode. That we had a lot of fun here, and I hope you guys can see that and feel it and be a part of it. Be sure to subscribe to our page and leave some comments. Let us know how
tell us how you guys feel about Ghostbusters if you're going to go see it also.
And I think we've got some kind of a small action figure to give away as well. So you definitely want to subscribe because you're going to like this.
And leave a comment.
And leave a comment. Yes, we all appreciate that. But thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.